Pyre. Um, Last we left off, we sent off Tizo, and yeah, we sent off Tizo to go back to the Commonwealth, and now it's just freaking now it's just this. We are oh 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 oh, this is gonna be good. Oh, this is gonna be good. Okay, living in exile. In the words of Jomer Many-Made, the Alpha Chief, once I too roamed free. I remember well those days in which I was called Chief. I traveled all around the world over on my four good paws, and I was well adored. I wanted to grow stronger. Here, at last, I have. I shall not mince my words. This place shall either harden you or kill you. It shall haunt you with old memories. You share the exile's plight. My charge is to alleviate the sting of it for you a little bit, and to prolong your stay, but only for as long as needed. Your charge is to return. We call this place the downside for a reason. But in time, here you can learn to eat, to seek out shelter, and to find a certain beauty in unlikely places. Interesting. Speaking of... Okay, we've read all these already, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we read that already. Okay, good. Yeah, we read that already. Cool. How do we skip to 25 now? Forsaken lands, concerning the bases. Oops. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is cool. In the words of Molten Millith, the Wild Witch, years upon long years we spent distilling life essence from many things, which all once writhed under the auspices of the mortality, which we ourselves cut short. In this we have no regrets, for we learned much, and so, we think, did they. We earned the title Witch, and were forced to flee into the downside. Here we encountered Solium Myrrh, and soon we gained an understanding of each other. He bade us circumnavigate these lands and catalog our findings. We felt a strong desire to expose the secrets of this land. He wished to yield beneath to those who followed in our wake. Indulge us both then. Yeah. Dang, oh crap. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Position networks. Oh, is this the, is this not one guy, I think? Celestial landmarks, in the words of Blue Scolorian, 100 Minds the Scholar. Do you feel a kinship with the stars? You owe your everything to them, perhaps one day, even your freedom. I chased the stars across the river of my genealogy, until they led me here. I demanded they explain to me the paradox of knowledge, for how is it that something can be shared, but still contained within ourselves in its entirety? The stars did not respond, but set me on a quest. I sought the 9 landmarks which they revealed to me, so that someday I would reveal their mysteries to you. These landmarks, emissaries of the stars, are 9 lenses through which we see the land and see ourselves in a new light. So cool. Land trend has been found by the exile which shall forever conduct the way. Oh. Well then. This is not... What is this? In the words of Haub the Swallow, the Accursed. Oh! At first I found it much too difficult to read, much less write, even to grasp the quill. But the horned one, Myrrh, implored me. He said this is the greatest gift that he could give me in return. In return for what? I asked. In return for his life, he said. But I did not save your life, I said. You didn't, he said. We fight about this still. Myrrh is stubborn, more than I. Now herein, and by his leave, I chronicle the 9 triumvirates, for I am of this land, unlike the rest who wish to leave. We knew not everyone could leave who wanted. Seldom would the opportunity arise. Thus did we organize those striving for the chance into 9 sets of 3. and uncommon weapons of a truly free society form the basis of this book. Oh, interesting. We, the Eight, assembled here together in the downside, and we gave our freedom so that you may yet have yours. It is an exchange we have not lightly made. It is my charge to ensure that you, should you regain your freedom, first off recognize its qualities and also use it wisely. You do not need a pair of wings in order to be free. My own wings, welcome to the stream, my own wings, whoever that you are. I once thought that they could take me anywhere, and then they took me here, where I am bound. It is your charge to be free, and not to make the same mistakes. Spring from here, and learn from what we did, and build a new and great society, a free society, with wings spread wide for everyone. Oh, it's pretty nifty. It's with you though. Oh, Sam, I didn't check you out. Dang. Okay. Sea of Solace, in the words of Molten Millith, the Wild Witch. Beyond a shallow, sticky gulf, our voyage grew increasingly forbidding and much harder to explain. How could a sea exist here, at the bottom of the world? We could not deduce whence sprang the carcasses of ancient sailing ships we found throughout the Sea of Solace, though the warnings that they signified we duly noted. It was here we first met Ories, called the Underking, who brazenly assaulted our small skiff, for we had trespassed in his waters. But then the Underking relented, for he witnessed Solimur in all his doom and glory, so he would side with us. Then, with the Underking, we sailed forth into the tempest beyond reasoning or measure. Sorry, hold on. I don't feel it. Alright, here we go. So, that's all the book. Unless there's more I did not read. Wait a minute. Check this shit out. Oh. Wait, what? There's more. Wait a minute. Okay, we read this already. We read this already. So then, it's just this one that has more. Okay. No, just both then. Okay. Sea of Solace. Beyond a shallow sticky. Oh, right. Going to explain how existing at bottom world. Beyond reasoning measure. Okay. And now, gaining the summit of the sacred Mount Alodiel involved no small amount of sacrifice and sorcery in varying proportion. The mountain's energies were palpable, sensation that we felt indescribable. The lands we stood upon were close to the stars and to the world we knew. It was upon this highest point in all the downside that we first made efforts to concoct this tome which you now read. It was there that we were stricken with a vision of the cycle of the rites, and felt, together for the first, a sense of freedom unlike any we experienced before. But that is a subject which our comrades shall illuminate in greater detail. Interesting. Okay, so that's all from the book. And this is if you want to fly. I can sense you out there somewhere. What is it that you want? That's what's on your mind. Ah, my best friend in all the world. Come to visit me again. Does it make you uncomfortable, perhaps, that I should call you thus? Perhaps you think that you do not yet know me very well. But I know you just fine. You reveal a great deal to me when you come visit me like this. You are not the only one who can sense things in others, you know. She laughs to herself. One learns to read a bit when forced to suddenly appear within a book for 837 years or so, especially if one wants to pry a little. You understand, for it gets rather boring here. I know all about you. A common wanderer who vowed to help his friends be free again, only to end up spending all his time talking to an apparition stuck in a stone. Oh, I know about your loves, or lack thereof, about your favorite pastimes, certain habits you may be somewhat loath to admit. Fear not, of course. I use this special knowledge only as a means to entertain myself, I think. And if you don't like it, why, just keep your distance, like so many of your predecessors. As for the other Beyonders, they are as wraiths to me, as I must seem to all those idiots with whom you consort. I cannot confide as easily in my own kind as I'm able to confide in you. Oh, but I suppose that I have said too much. Thank you, as ever, for the visit. You've given me a lot to think about. More than you know. She laughs again, softly. Well then. Challenge of practice, right? Because I am, as you wish, my reader. I shall assemble my Beyonders, because I am shit out of practice. I mean, like, shit out of practice right now. Motherfucker. Shit. Okay. Oh, awesome. I updated Sandra. Oh, sweet. Does that mean I can... Yeah, okay. Motive vengeance. Their sister attempted murder. Alright, it didn't work. It's only first 7 minutes. This is complicated and passionate. Once Astrosana is up, often foretells the manifestation of pregnant. I don't see. The first of 7th moon. Is that like 7th month? Huh. Would that be like... Interesting. Very interesting. Okay then. Interesting as I've heard. Circles to tackle, fly square, dashes R2, circle square, okay, then I have an idea. Oh yeah, okay, damn, okay, let me... Mother. So I'm not totally garbage. I don't think. You know, a couple hits on the practice matches, you know. I'll take that. That'll be fine for now. I'm gonna try and get the new right of something, so I can. Let's. Brings it back to right. That's sweet. No. Yes. No. Yeah. No. I'm the status nearby. I need to shut this shit down because that was like caught my eye earlier. What shit's going on? Yeah. Drinking motherish. Keep close and channel notifications are very bad. Offer a low monthly fee. I hope we get to figure out what the hell we look like because I'm like a bit stuck on that. I want to know. Still, oh right, there is still. Let me get a reader. I need to scribe. Try to. Not a problem. So indicate who is to be best suited for this time. Oh, so it's you. Cool. You assigned to Mr. One of the special trials you had. Oh, you must mean that nomad boy. So innocent, that one. I should have a lot of work to do with him. Then let us bring him forth. Hey, my friend, what's going on? And here we go. Senor Belo. Senor Belo is like one of my favorite YouTubers, aside from like Markiplier, obviously. But like, you know, Senor Belo is like my fucking hero. One of my heroes, I think. Shit. The passes are mask. Listen well, boy. You answer to me here. Understood. You are a fool. Do not talk back to me. Your reliance on your friends is such a burden upon them. Let us see what you can do without their aid, save for that of your lovely reader there. Okay. Shit. This is gonna suck. Yes. Okay, sweet. Did that 3 times then. Oh shit. Damn. Oh. Damn. That happened. Shit. Well, we got the ball. They're gonna score. Oh, maybe not. Oh, damn. Shit. Sorry. Not gonna happen. Try. Sorry. Oh shit. Damn, and he's gonna score. Damn. Oh, fuck. Well, either way it's fine. I can still get this last orb in. And I can be cheeky about it. Because there's not much to work with. Nope. That was pretty easy. That one was one of the easiest ones I've had so far. Headwind. Nice. You can do a lot on his own, that's for damn sure. We did it. It seems you did indeed, boy. Your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order. To you, and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Sweet. Nice. What was the faster one? I was going back ahead, so you don't never get this card. Sweet. Okay. Cool. Shit. Okay. So, good to be back after all that. Say, what's that you have there? Goals Embracer. What? Sweet. Okay. That's pretty fucking sick. Yeah. Let's just switch that shit out. What is this? Oh, hell no. Everyone's got one except for me. So, we'll leave it to her for now. I just know there's gonna be like other shit that needs to do. What else is there? What more? Oh, Gilman, there we go. How did I not see it? So Gilman is shivering there after the back line with the warriors to discuss. Master Reader! Master Reader! This knight is very slightly out of sorts is all. He merely appears terrified, but he assures you that his seeming cowardice is but an optical illusion in this case. Tabitha overhears and joins you. Flying is not for everyone, Sir Knight. This knight heartily concurs, though how anyone at all can stand it, he has yet to understand. Well, let's see. What's it like to swim the waters of the Sea Dominion? Ah, those glorious murky waters, engulfed in hideous warfare, to be sure, but otherwise a joy to cut across, to feel the coolness of the waves beneath one's gill slits and the like. Though, this knight is now accustomed to its life above the surface. Flying is just the same, Sir Knight. It resists those of us not born to it. I, in turn, have wondered what your seas are like, but the thought of swimming fills me with disgust. Though, I haven't had to swim, and now you have to fly. That's very brave of you, and you handled it better than some hard fledglings I've met in my day. You'll get used to it. She departs when you said Sir Lumen is feeling better after the exchange. One home for the next right. Yes, wish him well. Sweet. Now, are we good? There for them. I mean, there for them. What's that? Initiate 20 different conversations in the Black Wagon. Oh. Oh, well, obviously. Gonna have to. I mean, you know, yeah. Hidden trophies, holy shit. Okay. Okay, I need to stop. Okay, so, no one's watching. Okay, so it's just me. Van Beg is down for depths. The water's so beautiful, and yet it's very dangerous. They always said it's very dangerous if you fall in or drink enough of it. But the scribes that protect us, and they are watching, I just know. Even out here, in the waters of Underking Oars, they urge us on. I feel it, I just know. And then you know, going through the quick line away, perhaps it is the thought of which you land again, but your consensus is bringing everyone's step to quickness for the next ride. Sweet. Okay, so... Tabitha or maybe Gilman or Bay. I'm gonna get Gilman or Tabitha. Probably more so Gilman than anything else. But for now, everyone's... Because he's still stuck on 2 and so is Tabitha, but everyone else is stuck above 3, except for Bay. The Bay I can put in the next one. I might mentor. I might mentor Gilman, but I might... Oh, I have a comment. Hold on. I shall tend to you very quickly. Hold on. Who is this? Yo, Nivram. What's up? We just here. We doing it. About to hop onto Killing Floor after I freaking get to the next right, and then from there, I mean obviously Killing Floor. So I mean, I haven't foraged for resources yet, but I have to. Oh, it's me. Duh. God damn it. Shit. Yeah, let me just okay. Alright, shit, there you go. I'll mentor you. This knight shall be your eager protege. Take the reference time to the gas rights. idea what the master reader said exactly, yet feel smarter nonetheless. Okay, sweet. Cool. Okay, so from here, let's just see. Let's just see where this takes us. Uncle Wolf. And we're gonna have to build it. I can't go there. And I can't go there, so I'll go over here. That's the marks. And then I guess these freaking people here are gonna meet us there. Oh great. Damn it. Set up a shop here. Pretty real Hog of Ores, okay. So what I'm gonna do, hey guys, I noticed that your little imp pal ain't with you anymore. Is she okay? I heard the wildest thing that he somehow got out of here, back to the other side. And I'm like, why would an imp want that? Well then, if only you knew, if only you knew. I could sell this damn piece of bark, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it because, damn, I have no use for this damn...
Great taste.
And
Great
I need to find some shit so I can do. I need to start foraging for shit. Because I want to buy that damn lot of grass. Oh my god, that's so bad. Right, isn't that speed? Appreciate you doing business, and you guys be sure to tell your friends, okay? Okay, so I might just... Bae. And yes, her name is literally Bae. Not my Bae, but Bae. Talking to the wagon's walls again, though this time something seems to have come over her. Little brother, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Will I show whether checking her or leave her be? Rather odd even for her. Damn, I kinda wanna... I kinda wanna get her I wanna interact with her, but let me get her attention. I want to do it for in case make attempt to reach out to her. Oh, hi mister. I don't think I saw you there just now. And so my little brother here and I, we were just talking for a little while. Well, I was one doing talking. Why, my little brother, he's just a wagon wall, so he cannot respond. He cannot respond, but he can listen, and he listens really well. Now let's go back. I'd like to get back to my conversation here with him, if you don't mind. And you're welcome to stay, though, if you like. He's doing alright after all. I'll keep listening. Just listening to the conversation. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I remember. Is that they always said that there was something wrong with me, but they wouldn't really tell me what. They said I was moon-touched, but so what? Being impaired by Commonwealth standards are very different in a negative sense. Well then. So then, the scribes, they called me here. They are the ones who brought me here, not those people. They were so cruel. They always were so cruel. I didn't have a little brother at the time. No one that I recall, really. Although so much of it back then, I can't tell how much of it I dreamt. Most of it, I didn't want it to be true. But I remember that they threw me out. They decided they would throw me out and let the scribes take care of me, they said. The scribes, they would take care of me. It was so very quiet here, and I was all alone again. Although, I think I liked it more. Being alone down here than being alone back there. Everybody's alone down here, and so it makes me feel less alone somehow. Back there, why, I would sometimes see families, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers. But here, there was hardly anyone at all. But I knew that I was closer to the scribes. I knew that they were in the sky above, and I did search for them up there, you know? And then one night, I found them. I saw the stars, and they were falling to the ground, and I thought, why is it the scribes themselves are crying? Are they sad? And maybe, are they sad for me? Well, that was when I first saw you, little brother. With your help, I would get closer to the scribes. That way, maybe they could answer all my questions, don't you think? But I'm so very glad. I'm so very glad I found you and the others. I'm finally not alone. I'm finally not alone, and more importantly, I think sometimes I even feel that way. that I'm not alone. Maybe, as we get closer, maybe, I will get to feel that way more often. Being here or being anywhere with you, and all my friends. She falls silent. You were concerned for her at first. You sense that now she is at peace. She wanders off, faintly smiling, since you have a better understanding of her now. Well then, I'll read this and then I'm hopping on killing floor. I had a good bit of it. I was in the groove. I wanted to play it again, but now it's just like, okay, here we go. Hulk Oars are loose chlorine, 100 mines to Scholar. The Darzabad was first of many river ships to vanish in the downside. Although presumptions of its loss were not inaccurate, the doomed ship and her valiant crew had charted half the Sea of Solace, even ere the end of their brave voyage. The Sea Titan Unfathomed Plurns was not fond of vessels sullying her seat, and split the doomed ship with a single swipe. The ship's own shattered prow would later end the Sea Titan's cruel reign, as the boastful Under King loves to recount. The stars themselves must have been moved by this. That point within the sea, now sacred, has the stars dancing in homage every now and again. Okay, so, well then. We didn't get much done, but we got a good bit done. We got a very good, we got a little bit done. It's not a lot, but it's better than where we were before, where I wasn't at before. So, I'm going to leave this episode off here. Thank you everyone for watching. NiverApp Gaming, I appreciate you stopping by, boy. Always appreciate you stopping by. But, anyways. Have a good night, YouTube, and all y'all derps stay derping out there. Peace.